Right. Testing, testing. We've got another sound black file. Um, yeah, what do I want to talk about today? Quick knowledge about urine therapy. Everything becomes dust when you eat. It breaks down into fine matter, very refined into minerals, vitamins, metals, particular, metaparticulate, fine particulate, fine particles, fine granules, fine molecules, very fine, like refined, but they're just finer. And so, with the human body, for absorption to happen, atoms have to bond and certain things have to be able to attract. So they have to be down on the fine, particular, very small particles. Just moving around just a second. And then say like, it said that monoatomic, if you can break things down to it. So like if you want to absorb gold, you need to make it very fine. Or find a medium that lets the hydrochloric acid in your stomach break it down. Okay? People say drink water while you're having these sorts of stuff. Okay, so there's gold salt. What is it? Well, there's some videos on gold smelting. Smelting is a word that I learned from RuneScape, a video game that I play. Anyway, smelting is just melting the furnace metals, and then they refine, and the black sludgy stuff that goes to the side. See, like the weighted down rubbish, a lot of the sloppy, crappy crud goes to one part of it, and the heavy gold drops down, and you end up with crap floating on the top. But when you get that off, there's also a white salt. That's just salt that you get with gold. It said that a 1 litre container vase of that stuff, of white salt, white gold, so it's gold salt, but it's white powder gold. It's worth $200,000 because it has properties that are the same as ormus. Ormus is wrong story, figure out what that is. It's ORMUS. So diamagnetic, which is the opposite of magnetic, is repelling. So a lot of things in life. We've been forced to have iron water. Wheat bix has been said to have iron particles. Like they shave iron. Now why would they do this? Why would they put metal in our water? New Zealand has 30 to 40% iron content in the tap water. It has chlorine and it has fluoride. So why? Well, the Earth has this thing called gravimetric, gravitonics, gravity, gravatus, right? Gravitas, or something like that. Anyway, and so any of those words, it all means the same thing. It's the central rotation of whatever it is that's at the core of the Earth. And it's said to be a clockwise maneuver. And outside of that is a magnetical field, and that's where we live, is the middle zone. So there's above, which would be gas. There's the in between where we live, or where the birds live, and then us. Then there's the planet's solids, so that's below. But there's the center of the Earth, and that's the pivotal. It's my belief, though people won't believe it, that the center of the Earth is the peak of a triangle, but facing inward and down. And the world is sitting in a great big V shape, but the sky is sitting in a dome, and it comes to a point. And so we are here, spinning in this great big diamond, double-ended cone. That's what I reckon. I'm not sure, but I'm just guessing. Okay, so about the above and below, and the acids being below and the alkali being above. Hydrogen is a gas that rises. Gases rise, heat causes air to heat and rise, so that rises. What was I going to try and say? We live in the middle, and we're stuck here in the middle. Until we transcend this form, we have to make a choice. Are we going to allow our God to be a part of us if we intend on ascension to a higher life form? Or are we going to devolve, become a lower life form because we didn't spend time raising our soul? See, praising God pleases Him, and He raises up a great Holy Spirit, and we must express holiness, and the Holy Spirit will connect with us, and God will bless us back. This is a secret that mankind doesn't know. I had a dream, and I went up into the upper room, they call it, and there were only 27 apostles there, and the angel of the Lord, who may well have even been God, looked like God to me. He came over and he said, all of you, show me what glory you have. And we all had this force in between our hands, and we handed it forward, but none of them handed it over. And I had nothing. I thought I had nothing. But I learned of a secret from my father, who was a very ministerial man, qualified in the ministry. And so what I learned was that be careful what you ask, or you might get what you ask for. God gives you 100-fold sometimes. He loves us and blesses us abundantly. But what I learned up in that room was something that was related to what blessings God gives. So I was standing around anyway, and then I said, well, excuse me, sir, but there's a problem. All these guys, they have all this much amount, but all I have is straight from my heart, and it's only this little amount. It's this big, and it was only as big as an apple. But he said, you know, you have understood more than any of these people, because you give what you've got. You give your everything from your heart, and what you give has now doubled. And I looked, and it had doubled. So I handed it over, and it came back tenfold. So there's a hint to life.